Since being inducted into the AMA Hall of Fame, how has your moto life changed? Any difference, or did you simply receive the recognition you deserved?
Well, I don't know that I deserved it, but it was wonderful. What a great night. So awesome, so much fun, so exciting. And I loved every second of it. I don't have my ring. I forgot to wear my ring to show you.
How many years ago was that?
December 2018.
And 2018. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks.
Awesome. And you got to stand on stage. Did Perry King make the introductions? And who was the master of ceremony?
Perry King. Oh, yeah. And then we had a great talk over at the museum the next day because he's quite the car guy.
Yeah.
So we got to talk about the S's at Riverside because I started racing cars.
At the Riverside track when it was active.
I started racing in 1957 in Phoenix. The first car belonged to George Rice. He asked me if I wanted to race it. Well, sure. It was a 300 SL Gullwing.
You raced a Gullwing.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, those are collectibles now, aren't they?
Well, everything I raced is worth millions now. None of them were ever mine.
Right.
Too bad.
Too bad. Well, now women are 19 to 20% of motorcycle owners, not riders or pillion passengers, owners. Is there more room to grow that segment of women riders, and how do we do that?
I think so. One of the reasons, as I said, was when a woman walks into your shop, pay attention to her and don't just try to talk her into the biggest, fastest bike there. Talk about motorcycling. Make sure that she gets to the Motorcycle Safety Foundation riding school. I think those are great.
Yeah.
You know, here in Carson City, it's at the college.
Right.
That's where I went.
If you had one recommendation to the motorcycle and power sports dealers of America, either in general or about female customers, what would it be?
Well, when they come in the door, be friendly.
Yeah.
Don't be aggressive. Just be attentive. I think they have to be attentive to a woman and listen to her. And then gently make suggestions. And the suggestion should not be a bigger bike.
Yeah. Are there still some adventures to be had or new barriers to be broken, Mary?
I don't know about new barriers. I'm 84 years old now, and due to arthritis, I can no longer ride a motorcycle, which I'm heartbroken about. But I have a little dog. I go hiking with the dog. And that's about my life now, is going hiking.
Have you ever thought of going to four wheels? You know, with age comes a cage.
I did the four wheels already.
Off-road, though? I mean, how
Yes.
about a UTV or a Polaris?
I did off-road. You know, in
Can-Am?
the first, and this is going to be back to Paul Collins, the first Mexican 1000, Paul Collins called me up and said, Mary, you want to do the 1000, Mexican 1000 in a Datsun? I said, well, okay. He had a Datsun 500. I think it was from Long Beach Honda, or Long Beach
The
Datsun
Datsun
dealer.
510 rally car?
Just a 510, just a sedan.
Yeah.
Regular, you could go to a dealership and buy a 510.
I had one.
See?
I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
they put a roll bar in it, shock absorbers on it, different shocks, and tires. And we pre-ran in a Toyota Land Cruiser.
A lot slower than the 510, I imagine.
No, but safer going all the way down to La Paz than a pre-run because,
Wow.
you know, the road was unknown, the trail was unknown. So, and it was damned exciting pre-run, I can tell you that. Excuse my French. So the race day for the 1000 and the 510, we only made it as far as El Arco, the halfway point, and we chugged into El Arco, and it was bitter, bitter cold. The tires were burning, and that's how you got warm, was walking around the burning tires.
Smells bad.
Who cares? It was warm. It was warm. And all the cardboard in the tiny little El Arco was taken. There were a lot of people already spread down on cardboard to keep, because the ground was absolutely frozen. I just kept turning around that fire until I got so tired I was going to fall in it. And I looked around at everybody on the cardboard, and what did I see? 2 motorcycle guys laying back to back. I made myself nice and warm. I walked over there and slithered right between them. They never knew I was there until the morning. And this loud voice woke everybody up. I slept with Mary McGee.
Yay, and they're bragging about it now. It's still to this day, I'm sure.
Oh, I don't know. It was Don Bohannon.
Well, fantastic.
I didn't know him then, didn't know any of those guys then, but that's who it was.
What was your most memorable race or event?
They're
most exciting.
They're all memorable. They're all exciting. Yeah. I mean, I was a blessed and fortunate woman. All the racing I got to do for all these years, I can't say one over the other because they're all exciting. Some were more difficult, like the Baja races. That's the most difficult thing I've ever done.
The Baja endurance races. And you finished the 500 solo, so you're an Iron Woman.
Yes, the 75 500. I'm the first person to ride that solo.
Wow, that's quite a feat.
It was
hot.
And it was Rolf Tableen who told me I had to do that.
Right.
He called me up and said, "You're going to do the 500 solo." I said, "I can't do that." He said, "Yeah, Meredith, you can do this."
And what motorcycle was that?
Oh, 250 Husky. My favorite bike, a 250 Husky.
Mary, is there anything else you'd like to say in conclusion?
That, get a motorcycle and then ride. Don't have to worry about, and vintage racing is awesome and so much fun. If you can get to a vintage race, do it. Motocross or cross country, everybody is wonderful and helpful, and it's so much fun. And the pressure is not there. So, and there's races I raced from Phoenix, Arizona, up to Chehalis, Washington, and everywhere in between. Lots of different tracks. It's a lot of fun. And I think that all people that have a motorcycle should keep on riding, should always take a breath, and then twist the throttle.
Fabulous. Well, finally, how about a message to women out there who are thinking about riding a motorcycle?
I think you should talk to your friends who are riding, and don't let anybody talk you into a bike that's too big for you. Start out with a small, used dirt bike. There's always people who are going to take you out to the dirt to ride, to trail ride, which is great fun. I think it's the best fun in earth, trail riding. So get a used 125 dirt bike, go out to the dirt, and learn how to spin that rear wheel out and dump that front end.
How to use that front brake?
Yeah, all the brakes. All the brakes, yeah.
Terrific. Well, Mary, thank you so much from Dealer News Magazine. We really look forward to hanging out with you more, maybe at one of the Glen Helen vintage races coming up soon. Appreciate your time being here.
Oh, thank you for asking me. It's been great fun.
Awesome. Thanks, Mary.